Hey there, my amazing people. Welcome back to the Stoic Men tribe, the home of strength, wisdom, and growth. If you're new here, I want to personally welcome you to a community that believes in transformation, not perfection. Before we dive deep into today's message, make sure you subscribe to the Stoic Men tribe, because here, we don't just talk, we evolve. We rise from the ashes. We turn pain into power, and we turn our past into purpose. So hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message today. Let's grow together, because growth is what defines true men and women of strength. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever had someone throw your past mistakes in your face? Someone who reminds you of who you used to be? Every time you try to become better, they whisper things like, "Remember what you did back then. Who do you think you are now?" And sometimes, those words cut deep. They hurt because, deep down, you remember that version of yourself. You remember your failures, your regrets, your wrong choices. But today, I want you to stand tall and understand this truth. Your past does not define you. Your growth does. Listen to me carefully. If someone uses your past against you, it only means they're stuck in a chapter you've already outgrown. They haven't updated their view of you. They still see the person you were, not the person you've become. But you've evolved. You've walked through fire. You've learned, healed, and changed. Don't waste your breath trying to convince them. Don't try to prove your growth to small minds. You don't owe anyone an explanation for who you used to be. What matters is who you are becoming right now. Let them talk about your past. Let them gossip about your mistakes. Because while they're busy talking about the old you, you're out there building the new you. Your past was a classroom, not a prison. Every wrong turn taught you something. Every fall built your resilience. Every heartbreak shaped your empathy. Every loss gave birth to your wisdom. You didn't go through all that pain just to be ashamed of it. You went through it to transform. So, if someone tries to use your past against you, smile and say, "Yes, that was me. But I'm not that person anymore." Because every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to evolve into the person you were meant to become. Remember, your past is a story of survival, not shame. You walked through storms that others wouldn't survive. You've earned your peace, your power, and your new path. So never let anyone's memory of your past limit your vision for the future. Keep walking with your head high, because your growth is louder than their judgment. If this message touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Like, comment, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the Stoic Men tribe. Together, we rise. Together, we heal. Together, we grow. Because here, we don't run from our past. We learn from it, and we build a better future. I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Stay strong, stay grounded, and never forget, you are not your past. You are your becoming. Let's talk about something real, something deep. Because every one of us has a story that no one else truly understands. There are moments in your past that still echo inside your mind. The times you failed, the things you wish you never said, the mistakes you can't take back. And sometimes, when people bring those memories up, it feels like they're ripping open a wound you already worked hard to heal. But listen to me. Your past is not your weakness. Your past is your weapon. See, the people who use your past against you do it for one reason. They fear your growth. They see you rising. They see the light in your eyes. They see that you are no longer controlled by who you used to be. and that threatens them. Because your transformation reminds them that they've stayed the same. They can't handle the fact that the person they once knew, the one who struggled, who doubted, who fell again and again, is now standing taller than ever. So they try to pull you back by your history. They throw your past at you like chains, hoping you'll wear it again. But what they don't know is you've already melted those chains and forged them into armor. You see, your past taught you. It broke you, yes, but it also built you. You learned who you could trust. You learned who you are when everything falls apart. You learned what it means to fight when no one believes in you. Every bad decision, every painful experience, every mistake, they all shaped your wisdom. And wisdom is the mark of a person who has lived, not just existed. So the next time someone reminds you of who you used to be, smile, because that version of you was the one who had the courage to begin. Without that version, you wouldn't be standing here today. The truth is, people love to remember your past because they can't handle your progress. They're addicted to the old story of you because it's easier than accepting your evolution. But don't shrink yourself just to fit into their memory. You've earned your growth. You've bled for it. You've cried for it. And you've fought battles that no one even saw. You're no longer the person who made those mistakes. You're the one who learned from them. And let me tell you this, the strongest people you will ever meet are the ones who have scars, not crowns. Because every scar tells a story. Every scar says, I've been through something that tried to destroy me, and I survived. So when someone brings up your past to shame you, remember, they're only showing you how little they understand about transformation. You've already faced the storm and walked out stronger. Their opinion is just thunder, loud but harmless. You've already conquered what they're still gossiping about. Stop letting other people's memory of your past control your identity. You are not that broken person anymore. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are the result of the lessons those mistakes taught you. You are the strength that rose from those failures. You are the peace that came after the chaos. You are the living proof that people can change. And that's something to be proud of. So stand tall, walk with confidence, and let your silence speak louder than their judgment. Because when you keep growing, when you keep evolving, when you keep pushing forward, you turn your past into your greatest power. And one day, those who laughed at you, those who doubted you, those who used your past as a weapon, will realize that they were just a small part of a story that made you legendary. That's what growth is about. It's not about erasing your past. It's about rewriting your future. Chapter 2. Rise above their judgment. There will come a point in your journey when your growth starts to make people uncomfortable. Not because you've done something wrong, but because you've started doing things right. And that's when judgment starts to appear. You'll hear whispers. You'll feel eyes watching you. You'll notice people who once supported you suddenly fall silent. And the moment they can't attack your progress, they'll attack your past. But here's what I want you to remember. You owe no apology for evolving. People will always talk. That's what they do. They'll label you based on a chapter they read, while you've already finished the whole book and started writing a new one. Their judgment is not truth. Their opinions are not facts. And their perspective is not your identity. You see, when you rise above judgment, you reclaim your peace. Because judgment is only a reflection of their limits, not yours. They judge what they don't understand. They mock what they secretly admire. And they hate what reminds them of what they're too afraid to become. Do you know what's powerful? Forgiving yourself, even when the world won't. That's real strength. Because when you stop punishing yourself for who you used to be, you free yourself to become who you're meant to be. Every human being has a story, a past full of decisions made from pain, fear, or confusion. But those moments are not your end. They're your education. You had to lose to learn discipline. You had to fail to discover humility. You had to fall apart to understand peace. You had to break to learn how to rebuild. And rebuilding, that's where the magic happens. When someone throws your past in your face, don't respond with anger. Respond with grace. Because your peace is more powerful than their provocation. When you refuse to react, you show that you've outgrown the level they're still trapped in. You don't need to prove your worth. Your progress already speaks louder than any defense you could ever give. Let your silence be your message. Let your growth be your answer. Let your new energy be the proof that you've moved on. Because the more you rise, the more your peace will irritate those who haven't healed. Maybe you used to be lost. Maybe you hurt people. Maybe you made choices that you regret. But you've faced it. You've owned it. You've done the work to become better. That's something many people will never do. They run from their past, while you faced yours head on. That's real courage. That's true growth. So never let small-minded people drag you back into a story you've already healed from. They may try to define you by your past, but your actions today define your future. Understand this. The people who truly love you, respect you, and believe in you will never use your past to hurt you. They'll use it to remind you how far you've come. They'll say, "I remember when you struggled, and now look at you, unstoppable." That's real love. That's real friendship. That's real growth. Surround yourself with those people, the ones who water your soul instead of reminding you of your droughts. Because life is too short to keep defending your evolution to those committed to misunderstanding you. You're not living for their approval. You're living for your purpose. When you rise above judgment, you stop being controlled by fear. You stop letting the opinions of others dictate your confidence. You stop explaining your story to people who never cared about the truth. Because deep inside, you already know. You've changed. And that's enough. You've made peace with your past. You've made progress with your pain. You've turned every wound into wisdom. So let the world talk. Let them point fingers. Let them whisper. Because one day, the same people who doubted your growth will look at you and say, "I never thought you'd make it." And you'll smile, not out of pride, but out of peace. Because you did. You made it. Not because they believed in you, but because you believed in yourself when no one else did. Remember, judgment only has power if you let it. The moment you rise above it, you become untouchable. Your past cannot hold you. Your mistakes cannot break you. And their opinions cannot stop you. You are becoming something greater than they can comprehend. And that's why they talk. Keep walking. Keep evolving. Keep shining. Because when you rise above their judgment, you don't just silence your critics. You inspire the ones who are still afraid to begin. You've come too far to let anyone drag you back. You are not your past. You are your growth, your healing, your resilience, and your becoming. Chapter 3. Turn your pain into power. There comes a moment in every person's life when pain becomes more than just an emotion. It becomes a turning point. It becomes the fuel that drives you forward when everything in you wants to give up. Your past might be full of pain, betrayal, or regret. But that pain wasn't meant to break you. It was meant to build you. Every scar, every heartbreak, every sleepless night, it was shaping the version of you that could handle the greatness ahead. Because comfort doesn't create strength. Pain does. When someone uses your past against you, they're really reminding you of what you survived. They're unintentionally reminding you of how far you've come. They think they're exposing your weakness, but they're actually highlighting your warrior story. Think about it. The fact that you're still here, breathing, trying, fighting, means you've already beaten the version of you they keep talking about. You've already won battles they'll never understand. They didn't see the nights you cried in silence. They didn't see the times you almost gave up. They didn't see the moments you looked in the mirror and promised yourself, "I will never be that person again." That's your strength. That's your power. And that's what they'll never understand. Your pain has purpose. It taught you patience when you were desperate. It taught you discipline when you were careless. It taught you empathy when you felt alone. You don't grow from praise. You grow from pressure. You don't evolve in peace. You evolve in pain. The struggle you went through was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to refine you, to strip away the weakness, the doubt, the fear, to make you strong enough to handle the blessings that are waiting for you now. Every time life broke you, you didn't shatter, you reshaped. You rebuilt yourself with wisdom, with awareness, with strength. You turned your pain into power. You see, pain has two paths. It can either chain you or change you. If you hold on to it, it poisons you. But if you face it, it powers you. And you chose to face it. You didn't run. You didn't hide. You confronted the worst parts of yourself and turned them into your greatest lessons. Now that's real strength. Not the kind that comes from muscles or money, but the kind that comes from surviving what was meant to destroy you. You've learned how to stand alone. You've learned how to love yourself again. You've learned how to walk in peace even when the world doubts you. That's dangerous strength, because no one can take that away from you. So when they speak about your past, let them. Because while they're stuck in the version of you that no longer exists, you're too busy building the future version of yourself they'll never be able to reach. Every great person had a painful past. Every strong soul carries invisible scars. But the difference between the broken and the powerful is how they use their pain. You either let it bury you, or you let it birth a new you. You've got to take that pain and make it fuel. Fuel for your purpose. Fuel for your discipline. Fuel for your comeback. When life knocks you down, don't curse the fall. Thank it for showing you how to rise. Because that's how warriors are born. Not in comfort, but in chaos. And remember, you don't need to erase your past to be proud of your future. You just need to own it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Because power doesn't come from perfection, it comes from redemption. So yes, your past may be dark. Yes, it may be messy. Yes, it may be full of things you wish you could undo. But that same past is what gave you the strength to stand tall today. It taught you how to rebuild, how to believe, how to endure. It gave you your depth, your compassion, your resilience. So never be ashamed of where you came from. Because where you came from is proof that you're unstoppable. You're not defined by your scars. You're defined by how beautifully you healed from them. From this moment on, stop seeing your past as a prison and start seeing it as a power source. Use every memory, every mistake, every heartbreak as a reason to rise higher. Because when you turn your pain into power, no one, and I mean no one, can ever use your past against you again. You've come too far to look back. Your future deserves your full focus. And your past, it deserves your gratitude. Because without it, you wouldn't be the masterpiece you are becoming today.